This is the aftermath. Just got back, just got out of the shower, just laying here on the couch. Got this heated massager thing underneath my hamstring.
Get it. 18.
On me, son.
Get it. 19.
On me, son.
Yeah. 20. You got some more in you.
Son.
Body feels actually pretty good. I thought it'd be more wrecked. The ankles, knees, back, all the joints feel great. My hamstrings are tight and my calves are tight. But other than that, man, surprised. It's just a little bit of muscle soreness and feels great. So hope you get a nice little sneak peek of this 4x4x48. I recommend anybody who's looking for a personal challenge, give it a shot. And for those that know, who's gonna carry the boats?
21. Yeah. Get it again. Come on. We want to see it. Good. 22.
Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs?
That's you, buddy. Come on. 23. Come on. 24. One more, David.
Who's
One more.
gonna carry the boats?
You're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. You did it. Yeah.
Who's gonna carry the fucking boats?
My first 4 kilometer action. Took me about 70 minutes. Around took 62 minutes or so. Round 4 complete. So after 2 runs on the treadmill, I realized that I left the resistance on high, the normal resistance level that I usually do when I'm trying to do some interval training, and it's like an uphill. But I realized after I've done 2, so the first one took me 70 minutes. It kind of killed my spirits. I thought it was going to take 70 minutes every time. The second time I got on the treadmill for the second block, it took me 60 minutes because I pushed a little bit harder. But when I went for the 4th block, I realized that I can change the resistance. And then so I put it on the normal, regular resistance, and then it only took 50 minutes. So it was like that mental kind of struggle, kind of screw up your mind a little bit, make it harder in the beginning for some reason. And after, I guess I kept showing up after the hard part, it just kind of got easier from there to do the treadmill. 4 o'clock finished. I got this call from my sister to go get the vaccine, and they had some extra vaccine laying around, so I was like, well, might as well try to get it. So I hustled in my car, got here, and found out there was a gigantic line, and people were fighting over spots and trying to cut and stuff, so they were getting in fights and arguing. So we had to wait in this line, and waited around for about 3 hours. It was disorganized mess. It was chaos, and stood in the sun. And I had been trying to walk, but it felt weird if you got out of line and then came back. People would give you dirty looks. So that was an added 3 hours of being on my feet for no reason. But ended up not getting a shot because they ran out. Out this next hour, oh my God, had to wait in line for a COVID vaccine. And didn't end up getting it, so I just stood on my feet for 3 hours, so it's been killing me. Just finished this round, and the next round's about to start pretty soon, so this is hard, not too hard. I got this. It's about 2 o'clock, not by the park, getting my steps in, getting my 4x4 in. It's hot, so think I'm gonna try to go change up the location and walk at the mall or something like that. The left calf is hurting. The right heel is hurting. The inner left heel is hurting. Kind of like it's starting to trickle up. Everything is hurting and everything's getting tight. Just gotta block it out, kind of balance out my weight as I walk and be more aware how to put my energy and stuff like that. So it's a grind. Gonna complete it. Definitely is not. It's not getting any easier. So every hour that goes by, that I'm not sitting or laying down actively trying to flush out some of the stuff out of my legs, it's adding up. All right, man. I'll see you guys at the mall. Was gonna go to the mall, but I changed my mind because it takes too long to drive there, and it's just a waste of time driving around in the car and not getting in these steps. And the next block kind of runs up against you, so if you do it slow, you're wasting time on the next one and you get less recovery time. So I've decided I'm gonna walk around this outdoor mall, shop a little bit, I guess, and not be too weird walking through all these stores trying to just get these steps in. All right, well, that's what the plan is. So feeling dragging right now, but I'm gonna knock it out. And all right, talk to you guys later. It's about 4:50. Gotta finish up the last section of my previous walk, and then I'm gonna do it back to back with the 5 o'clock walk. I got too hot earlier, walked through a bunch of stores to try to get in my miles, so I got about 10 minutes left to finish this last period off, and then I'm gonna go right into the next one. Walking my dog. So I will have a little bit of company for this next hour or so. You want to see him take a deuce? Oh. All right, well, took me not as much, I guess, effort to get up. Was laying down, got a little rest for about an hour. But I needed to drink some C4, tested out some C4 for this freaking walk, because that's how much it's hurting right now. Still same kind of aches, shins, right shin, left hamstring's acting up a little bit now. But yeah, let's get through this. Getting near the end here. The sun has gone down, and walking around the park, walking around the block. My dog's barking like crazy at everyone. I'm trying to train my dog while we're doing this. So it's taking a little longer, walking a little slower because this guy's sniffing and pissing on everything. But getting it done. All right, it's the 9 o'clock hour, and it's way too cold and dark outside, so in the gym, about to get this bad boy going. All right, 4x4x48. You got this one, and I got 2 more, and that's gonna be it. Limping around, going on the treadmill is way harder. Been outside because you don't move as easily, and I kind of lumber and amble on this treadmill walking. It's easy to run on the treadmill just because of the way the curved treadmill is. But all right, see you in about an hour. I ran that, most of it, or jogged it. I told you guys walking on this thing is harder than jogging. So somehow I got into some kind of running meditation, running trance, where I was just
focusing on my breath and counting. Found myself counting from 0 to 1, and it got to 20, and then in my head I said get to 30, then I got to 30, and then I said, hey, this feels easy, this feels light, keep going, and I got to 50, and I kept going, 60, 70, 80. My concentration finally broke at 100. I stopped for like a minute or two to walk, and then I got going again, but I think I could have gone longer. Mentally, I think I just couldn't get past 100, or I got happy when I got to 100. Woo! Yeah, full on sweat right now. I'm just kind of walking a little bit more to cool off. I'm sure as soon as I get off this thing, my legs will tighten up, and then hit the showers, stretch a little bit, and then call it a night, because got 2 more of these to do early tomorrow morning. All right, guys, keep pushing. If you guys are out there building up your discipline, challenging yourself to crazy stuff like this, I got this idea from David Goggins. It's the 4x4x48. I guess you're supposed to register or some stuff, but there's no point in registering. It doesn't cost any money. It doesn't cost you anything. You just got to walk or run every 4 hours for 48 hours. And so I got two blocks left. This is my best one yet. So I'm gonna get a good rest and then crush it tomorrow. All right, y'all, peace. Got off, the floor is moving forward. Limping, but still moving, still kicking. Let's go, baby.
All right, last day. Woke up kind of slow. Body's hurting a little bit. Went to sleep last night telling myself on my healing machine that I was gonna wake up feeling great. Don't feel so great, obviously, but you gotta get moving. You gotta train your brain. You gotta train your body to listen. So my allergies are feeling pretty bad. So just took an allergy medicine and just kind of had my almond butter and breakfast real quick. Almond butter and a protein shake. And you just got to get going. Got to get moving. And you got to kind of get your body going. And then hopefully that kind of kicks in your mind and your mind gets on the right path. So sometimes your body's got to move first before your mind can jump on. And then sometimes your mind can push your body forward. So got 2 of these blocks left. Try to do them back to back. Well, I'm gonna do them back to back. So hopefully it goes well. All right, let's go.
4 o'clock block completed. It's 4:59. Made it by 1 minute. That first kilometer went by super slow. And then I found myself kind of behind the 8 ball a little bit. So I started jogging, and then it hurt, pulled something in my hip. Then I realized that's my mind trying to give me a little trick to stop. Trying to say, hey, stop, you're pushing too hard. Tested it again. Started shooting this pain down my left hip again. And I said, no, man, no. And then blocked it out. And then normally you kind of just numb out the pain as an athlete, but I took it as a signal to now block it out, to actually move lighter, be lighter on the treadmill. So I started dancing on the treadmill, like floating on it, and the treadmill started pulling me instead of me pushing the treadmill. And sure enough, it worked, man. It worked. And along this, I don't know, this 50 minutes or so, I tapped into how to run or jog a lot more efficiently, and then I figured that out, and then figured out how to walk a little bit more efficiently. I've been complaining, been mentioning how it hurts more to walk. And that's a feedback loop. It's a feedback loop. It's telling your body that you're not walking the right way, that it shouldn't feel this heavy or cumbersome. Why does it hurt less to run, but it hurts more to walk, but running is more impact? So I started really focusing on my gait, right? How I impact, how my foot is landing, where the pressure is, when do I release my foot, how fast do I bring it around, how much do I rotate my hip, how much do I open up my ankle, all kinds of nerdy stuff. And sure enough, man, did it with my eyes closed, really try to feel it and guide my body through it. Let it work in a spiral, let it work in a flow. I started thinking some crazy stuff like every time I touch the floor, the cerebral spinal fluid is being pumped up my spine, up like a spiral pump, going up around my vertebrae like a snake, going up a tree, into my heart, into my brain, and just releasing all kinds of energy. Like, it was weird. It was a really weird spot that I'm in, but I guess it was like a meditative, I don't know, energetic force field or something crazy. But I had this like very clear visualization of every foot stepping. It was turning this pump that, you know, pumped up this circular spiral fluid up through my vertebrae, around my vertebrae, giving me energy with every step, going up to my brain, releasing all the endorphins, and then shooting back down into the feet to let it go and move. And it's weird, man. I've never had this experience before. I'm listening to this book called Becoming Supernatural, and it's really, I guess, I'm like meditating or I'm zoning out most of it, but the few parts that I'm hearing, it's about leaving this, I don't know, this world, I guess, and tapping into energy force fields and stuff like that. So I guess I'm able to do it a little bit, but I'm gonna give it some more practice. I'm still walking as we go. It's just crossed over 5 o'clock now. Here's a little update. All right, man, I'm gonna finish this thing out strong. I'm gonna do a little bit more in here, and then I'm gonna take a little mini break and then hop in the car and then try and catch a sunset. Not a sunset, a sunrise. All right, y'all, let's get it. Well, update. This is part of it, man. Since we last spoke, feeling great. Wanted to push myself to go a little further and then go catch that sunrise. But this last kilometer, man. This last kilometer was killing me. It was telling me to take a rest and all this stuff. So I had to keep pushing. I kept going. I'm gonna go change out this sweaty shirt and then it's gonna be cold outside, so I gotta get dry and then throw on a jacket and stuff. All right, let's finish this bad boy off, man. I just got off. I want to show you how I've been getting on and off the treadmill. I mean, it hurts. So I'll be doing my little light jogging like that, and as soon as you stop, whoo, it hurts. The energy flows, the circuits. Oh, and you get down stiff as hell like that, and then you figure out how to walk without everything hurting. So it's like it's dancing around, the pain is moving around, so you gotta walk and be real light without hurting yourself as you step. So think about, like, I don't know, stepping on super cold ice or something. You just wanna kinda keep moving, keep transferring that energy. All right, man, let's go get this shirt changed and finish this bad boy up. Got changed, hopped in the car. Still dark outside. Let's finish this thing, man. Finish it and catch the sunset. Still super dark out. Looks like the sun's coming up. Gonna get to the top of that hill over there in a little bit. Peace. Made it to the top of the park. Made it up a little quicker than I thought. The sun's not even out yet. But it's pretty peaceful. They turned off the water. So looks pretty ugly, but it's quiet, man. You hear birds. I seen a skunk. You hear the animals running around a little bit. Let's see where I'm at. About a mile left or so back to the car. Just gonna sit here for a minute and kind of enjoy it a little bit. It's about look at, light is out, sun is out. About 2 hours in, 4.3 miles or so. Coming to the end, I'm at the top of this hill. About to flip around and show you where I'm at here. It's just peaceful. It's crazy. I don't know. Learned a lot about myself doing this. What did I learn? Getting to the end of this cliff here. I'm about to show you. Hold up. Video doesn't do it justice, I guess. And it's almost 6 o'clock now. You see, like at 5 or before 5 o'clock, there was nobody in the street. Now I saw one person at like right before 6, and now it's a little 6:15. Seen a couple of ladies walking, a couple of people jogging. So early on, you get very, very few people out, so it's pretty peaceful. Yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna get away from this noise and then go back. It'll be a little bit farther back as a long walk back. And then I'll think about what I want to say in terms of what I learned and stuff. And all right, man, well, that's pretty much it. One percenters. I did it. Can you see that? Just crossed the 5 mile marker here. All right, let's wrap it up. How do I feel, man? Woo! I'm just
I guess it's still morning. It's peaceful out. The sun's coming out. It's quiet, kind of a little bit in nature. I'm at the park now. I'm parked inside the car. Just I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I have a lot of gratitude. I'm thankful for David Goggins, that crazy bastard. I saw his I don't know, Instagram or Twitter or something like that, that set off this little bit of fear, this 4x4x48. I saw it and I thought he was a crazy man. And then I saw that it was just kind of like this nationwide open challenge to the world, to the people. And I got scared of it. I brought it up to my wife. I told her, what do you think about this? Do you think I can do it? Do you want to do it with me? She said I was crazy and that he's crazy and that, you know, you can do it if you want. And about a month ago when I first saw it, I thought, yeah, I'm not going to do that. That's insane. And as the weeks went by and it got closer and closer, it kept popping back up in my head. And I don't know, I finally decided on a Thursday, the day before, that I was just going to start it on Friday. No preparation, no nothing. And I just thought that it's just a mental challenge. I knew it was going to be a hard physical challenge, but mentally it kept popping up in my head. And normally when a challenge kind of pops up in your head, you have to either accept it or, you know, avoid it. And I think challenges, they choose you because for whatever reason, people have different challenges that they have to overcome. And when it pops up, you can either run from it or accept it. And this time, at the very last minute, the very last day, I accepted this challenge that came from myself. I didn't post it. I didn't try to gather people to do it with me, other than my wife. But I knew she wasn't going to do it. It was an internal thing. It was something that I had to do for myself and nobody else. And so I'm glad that I got through it. And then, so I'm thankful for Goggins, and knowing my wife, she like supports me, and she was against it at first, and she joined me on a couple legs. So I'm thankful for her supporting me. But I started it alone. I had to finish it alone. So along the way, I had people, my dog, my wife. I listened to a book by Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza. So he was with me for a big part of it. My cousin Landon, Dr. Landon, was there for a little part of it. And he thought I was crazy doing it, but he didn't know. Everybody doesn't know what your internal battle is with yourself. So every now and then you get that thing, you got to overcome your own fear or accept that challenge and not run away from it. I do remember the last few challenges I did that I had to overcome fear. Like the biggest ones were, I went hiking and I jumped off this cliff. That was stupid, but it was a fear conquering moment. And then I remember getting a group of people to go bungee jumping, and that was another fear conquering moment for me and a bunch of friends. And then I went skydiving, which was another fear conquering moment. And then holding a gigantic python, that was one of those fears I had to overcome. And it's been a while since I had to overcome a actual like fear. But this time it wasn't a physical external type thing like jumping off a cliff or something like that. It was this internal thing. I've said to myself for many years that people who run marathons are idiots, and that I'm not a runner, that I'm a bowler, I'm a basketball player. People that run, you know, can't play sports, or that's the only reason they run, because they're not good at any other sports. But as I evolved my thought, it was just because I hated running, and it was just me shunning running and learning over this kind of, you know, year or so how to run outside and become a better runner. I knew that it was just all mental, that you just have to kind of grind and put one foot in front of the other. I never knew that I could reach that level of flow that I found in basketball so easily. When I get lost, you know, practicing a move or working on jump shots, you can find that same exact flow anywhere. And you can find that flow running, and it's like a walking, running meditation where you're just gliding on the floor. And then you just kind of become in tune or lost with your breath. I don't have that state of flow as long as I do when I'm playing basketball or working on my game. But I was able to find it running, and it's so peaceful. It's so exciting to know that you can find that flow in a different arena. So it's pretty amazing. But yeah, I don't want to ramble on too long. I want to thank you guys, whoever's watching this. You're a 1%er. Like I said, it's about 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better, right? So it's like small little steps. Every little step, you know, that you take, you know, you can focus on the pain that's radiating up through the foot, or you can focus that you're just one step closer to achieving your goal, or you know, finding your purpose. Just knowing, going through this, that if you go through every step thinking about the pain, it's going to be so painful. You can definitely do it that way, but it's not recommended. If you go through it energetically, trying to vibe with it, trying to get in tune with the waves, with the energy, with the universe, and you begin floating, you begin going towards your purpose. And in this case, the purpose was, you know, to complete the mileage. But really what I discovered was the purpose was really finding a purpose for myself, just elevating myself to a higher level of being in tune with my body more, being in tune with the universe, getting better, in alignment with my feet, my body. And yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of what I'm discovering. Well, I'm proud of myself for making it through, accepting the challenge, not backing off. And that's it, man. Thank you guys for coming along and sharing a little piece of this with me if you're still watching. All right, you guys. Well, it's still early. Everybody's probably still sleeping, so I'm excited to start the rest of this day and take all this knowledge with me for the rest of my life, man. Until next time, guys, take 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better.